Hello everyone and welcome to my kitchen, EJ's Kitchen. I'm so happy you're here with me today because we are making something really important, New Mexico red chili. So here we go, we're gonna get started now. The first thing you wanna do is you wanna make sure that it's chili New Mexico, okay? Make sure that it says New Mexico because there is California chili, but it's New Mexico, baby. I was born in New Mexico. My grandparents are still in New Mexico, and most of my family is still in New Mexico. My sister was raised in New Mexico, so we are New Mexicans. And so if you know people from New Mexico, they love chili. And what kind of chili? New Mexico chili, Hatch chili. So this is Hatch chili. Now, I've already done some preparation, but I want to show you from the very beginning what to do. So the first thing you do, let me get my scissors here, and I already prepared some, but I want to show you what you do first. The first thing you do is you want to cut off the stem. I usually have like a bag here to put the seeds and stuff, but we'll do this. Okay, and then you put the scissors in there, move them around, take out the seeds. Okay, this one's good. Okay, I'll do this one. Cut off the stem. There you go. And then you put the scissors in there, roll them around, take the seeds out. Okay, we'll do maybe one more. That's one that has a stem. Okay, this one's good because it's nice and long. Cut the stem off and get the seeds out. Okay, now what you do this to the whole bag. Okay, so you might want to get some help. And I know my sister wears gloves. I don't. They don't affect me. But, you know, they are hot, so you might have very delicate hands, so you want to wear gloves. And then once you do this, then what you want to do is you want to roast them. Now, you want to roast these chilies, and you have to be very careful with the roasting because you could burn them very easily. 350-degree roasting oven, and only for 3 minutes. And you have to make sure that in those 3 minutes you turn them. So maybe in a minute or a minute and a half you turn them, and you keep watching because if they turn black, you got some burnt chilies there. Okay, so take seeds out, put them in the oven, roast them, and then the next thing you do is you want to just a really quick rinse. Just put them under cold water and just rinse them really quick rinse. Meanwhile, you're going to put them in a pot with boiling water. So you want the pot to be about half water, big pot, half water, and salted water. And then you put the chilies in there, and you want them to boil. Now you want them to boil for, hold on, Gloria. Gloria's my videographer here, and I just want to make sure that I give you the right time. So let's see here. Because I usually what I do when I make this, I don't even time it, but because it's a recipe and I want to make sure that I give you all the right information. So you're going to place them in there for 5 minutes. No, you let them stand. Okay, so you boil them for 5 minutes. And then you cover them. Okay, and you cover them. And you let them stand for a minute of 30 minutes. Now, today I let them stand a little longer because I had so many other things to do, but it gives you a chance to do other things. Okay, so now that they've boiled, now what you do is you want to put them in a blender. And this is my blender. So I'm going to blend these, and I always start them low so that I have control. So I start them at low, turn this on. Go to medium. Now let's check it out and see how well blended it is. Let me get this. Check it. You get a spoon here and just check to see. You want to do as much as you can to not have like thick skin on there. So let me check and see. Ah, it looks pretty good. Ah, looks this. Looks pretty good.
That's a good blender. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good blender. Okay, so let's blend it. And got the timer off, yes. And let me check, let me take this completely off. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to get a good sized pot. You know, put some olive oil in there. I always cook with olive oil. It's the best oil to cook with. So I put some olive oil, you know, a couple of tablespoons of olive oil at the bottom. And you're going to saute. You're going to saute your 1 cup of onion. I'm going to put it in there. Put it in there, 1 cup of onion. And then I'm going to put, I think I have 5 to 6 garlics in there. And then a half a cup of fennel. Okay. Now, as you're sauteing these little veggies, okay, let me get my little spatula here to get them going. As you saute these little veggies, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the onions are clear. You don't want to burn them. You don't want to brown them. You want to have nice, good, clear onions. Put it high enough. Now, let me talk to you about New Mexico. You know, it's a very special place, and they have very special food that is important to them. And one of them is hatch chili. My uncle and my aunt, actually they both passed recently. You know, they had so much chili that they had to increase their patio in the backyard, increase it so they can hang the chili, because they had so much. They made chili every single day, and they had what they call listas, and it actually looks like a Christmas decoration because they hang from the ceiling. And it was such a pleasure to go over there and go in their backyard and, and see all these beautiful red chili listas hanging from the ceiling. It was like, oh my gosh, it's like Christmas all the time. I loved it. Okay, so we're sauteing, and something else about New Mexico. There's always this scent of earth. There's always an earth scent, and the earth is actually like reddish. And when you dig into the earth, you get the scent of the earth. You get the reddish scent. It's almost like spiritual. It's so beautiful. It is really beautiful. Now, I came here at a very young age. I was only like maybe 5 years old when I came to California, and ended up going to school here and ended up having friends here. But whoa, when I first got here, I missed New Mexico, because in New Mexico we got to play in the street. We would play baseball and football and dodgeball in the street. And if a car came by, they would just watch us play. You know, we never felt like we were in danger, and everybody knew each other. Well, actually, we were most of the people around, down the block, around the block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks. We were all related. We were all cousins. So we had so much fun, and I remember events like when we killed the pig. You know, I felt like we were raising the pig, but no, we were really nurturing that pig to get it ready for the kill. But the pig knew, because when we were ready for the kill, it would run away, and we had to run. We were running all over the neighborhood trying to catch the pig. And then once our adult relatives caught the pig, then there was a day of celebration. I mean, that pig was getting roasted, and you know, every part of it from head to hooves. Meanwhile, my grandma's in the kitchen, and you know, she's making red chili, and as a matter of fact, she even cooked the blood. You know, I don't remember ever eating the blood, but that was a big deal. So then, and it was celebration. There was guitars playing and people singing, and people are dancing, and oh my God, and the kids, we just got to fool around and play, and wow, it was so beautiful. So, I can't even describe the, the way I felt about it, and really feeling bad that I left. But I went back every summer. It wasn't the same though. Once you get used to the California weather, the California sun, California people, it's hard to go back to that kind of freedom. I remember coming to California, and then it was like, wow, there's so much cement here. That's all there is sidewalks. We didn't have any sidewalks. Everything was dirt. And there's so much traffic. And there's lights in every corner. And you can't cross until it's green. So, yeah, it was really difficult. Of course, I got used to it. And going back to New Mexico, I by the time the summer was over, I was ready to come home to California. I miss my friends here and my school. So, but my heart is always there. And that's something you never get away with. Keep it on the food. And you never get out of that feeling of your heart and your soul is where you were born. And, and everybody spoke Spanish. I don't remember if the kids all spoke Spanish. I think they did. They spoke Spanish, right, sis? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we all spoke Spanish. But interestingly, once I got to California, I forgot Spanish. I had to take Spanish in college because I forgot Spanish. But I still had the listening for it, so it wasn't difficult for me to get the language. But, we didn't keep it up at home. Once we got here, my parents didn't speak Spanish. It's like, what happened? They left their language in New Mexico. They got here, and it was all about English. So, and then little by little, people from New Mexico came to California, and a lot of them came and stayed with us. So we had a house in the back, so relatives would come, and they would have shelter there until they found their place. So, we still have family. Now I'm looking here, and if I look down here, I can see that my onions are beginning to look transparent. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pouring in my chili. Now I like to use it's pretty heavy. I like to use this little strainer here just to make sure that there are no seeds or the peelings from the chili. And I'm going to just take my little spatula here and move it around. Make sure that it all gets in there. It's interesting. Ever since I started cooking again, which, I've always loved to cook, but being more serious about it and actually having a channel, which is EJ's Kitchen, YouTube channel. Ever since I started doing this, it just seems like that cooking became easier for me. I remember making chili, and it was like such a chore. Now I think, why was it such a chore? It's not even hard. It's actually a pleasure to watch, to watch the creation happen. Now you can see here, there's quite a bit here of leaves, the peel, and also some seeds. You don't want the seeds. You want this to be very clean. Now, what is this going to make? It's going to make enchiladas, chile con carne, menudo, pozole, tamales. This chili is at its perfect time for the holidays. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! I was thinking I'm going to freeze this, but you know what? Probably what's going to happen. I'm just going to be cooking with it. And there is the enchiladas from New Mexico. Oh, wait till I have that recipe. Mm-hmm. You are going to love it. There is nothing like you can go to any restaurant and they will not have they would not have New Mexico enchiladas. And if they do, you let me know. Leave a comment. Hey, in LA, at this particular restaurant, they have New Mexico enchiladas because they are not the same. Okay, now I'm going to reduce the heat here because we want to get some of this liquid. We want to get some of this liquid thickened here, reduce the liquid. But meanwhile that we're reducing the liquid, we're going to put in the seasonings. So, the first thing we want to do is I'm going to put the seasonings before I put the salt. I want to add these seasonings and then give it a taste to see how much salt it's going to need. Let me move some of this out of the way here. Okay. And this one, if you can get it close to this is turmeric, or turmeric, however you want to pronounce it. This is excellent for your health, for your vitality, and I don't know, and it has a lot of great health properties. So I just got this one because I ran out. So I need to actually open it. Let me get a little knife here and open it. So we're going to get some turmeric in there. Yeah. Not much, just a teaspoon of turmeric. So we'll get a little teaspoon in there. And then we're going to add this is I love coriander, organic coriander. I love organic. I just feel that safe with that because it seems to me that it had to be special to be organic. So I'm going to do a teaspoon of the coriander. Now, here's my secret. And I don't know if anybody else on the planet or in the state of New Mexico does it, or California, this is my secret. Okay? Ready for my secret? A teaspoon of ground cinnamon.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
it is a big wow. Okay. I like it. This is going to give it that special taste where people do this. Wow, what's in your chili? It is so good. I've never tasted chili like this. I'm going to stir it here with my little spatula. Now this is going to cook for probably an hour. So we're not going to see the complete finished product in this video, but I'm telling you, when I make the other videos with for the enchiladas and chile con carne, then you're going to see the finished red chili. But what I want to do right now is I'm going to give it a taste because I want to know if it needs how much salt and if it needs salt. So I'm going to taste this. It needs salt. There's some salt here. Now you can use just regular sea salt. I'm going to use this. You can use regular sea salt. This is just regular sea salt that I usually use. But I'm going to use this thyme. It's thyme salt. So you want to look at this. If you don't find this in the market, just use regular sea salt. Okay. And if you look here, you can see the spice and the crystals of the salt. Now, look, so
What kind of spice is it mixed with?
it's mixed with thyme.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So this is a tablespoon. Now I don't know if I'm going to use a whole tablespoon yet, so we'll try first. Let's try half a, well, Yeah, a little bit more. Let's see. I don't want to overdo the salt. Now that's something you've got to do for your own taste. You know, just add salt a little at a time until you say, oh yeah, this is it. Okay, it's starting to thicken. Interesting, it really is. It's starting to thicken. Okay. Let me give it another taste. Oh my Lord. This is really good. This is like, wow, over the top. This is really, really good. I wish you could taste it.
Wow.
I wish you could taste it. It's so good. I'm going to cover it. And I'm going to reduce the flame here. And just let it cook for about 30 minutes until it's thickened. And if it's still not thickened, you can always add cornstarch or flour to make it thicker. Meanwhile, everything is incorporating and all the flavors of the seasoning, it's coming together. So this is New Mexico Red Hatch Chili. Thank you.